Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He was brought down by...
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Buccaneers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He's got Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
Back at the 37-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Gronkowski.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
It's 4th down and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Snead's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Ravens 14. Buccaneers 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Seahawks offense set to begin their next possession. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but it's going to be 2nd down.
All right, while we have a second here, Charles, let's look ahead to week 2 on the NFL slate. Some great games coming up. I'm just looking early here Sunday. You got Carolina, Tampa Bay. Wondering if Tampa can get the win there. Detroit and Green Bay both 1-0. That's intriguing, an in-division game. And then, Washington and Arizona, you probably wouldn't highlight that one normally, but one of those two teams, is going to be 2-0.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. And how about the Sunday nighter? New England at Seattle. Cam Newton now leading the Patriots, and Russell Wilson was so sharp in the opener at Atlanta. And then, of course, on Monday night, the opening of the Raiders' new stadium with the Saints coming to town. I'm really excited about that one.
And you've said it well with the Raiders. If there was ever a stadium that looked like a Raiders stadium, it's that one.
It certainly does, doesn't it? And, I don't want to steal anything from anyone else or any movies or whatever, but the theme music, you got to know, is going to be dark and powerful, just like the Raiders want it to be.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
21 yards.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For Scotty Miller, incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That one good for 21 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change.
And he's into the clear.
All you got to do is look and learn.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 78 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football. Again, you're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson now. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
22-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of an even 20. First down, Baltimore.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Jacob Breeland
there to make the grab, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive, and I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Mark 54. Mark 54. You're not ready. You're not ready.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now Jackson on second down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down again.
Lamar Jackson.
William Golston, his second sack of the night.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. William Golston in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
To Mike Evans.
A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
To throw is Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Hey, let's get this,
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.